So as I mentioned, I think maybe with much of the essential nectar, even as a practice tantra, you give up sleeping and distractions, do recitation and practice tantra by bringing so much hardship for even for eons, but you see, cannot achieve enlightenment. Cannot achieve realization, cannot achieve enlightenment. You see, and so that means you see, if you want to make mistake in devoting words to friend, see. So even one has a devotion to other guru, but there's one guru that is in then heresy or anger or this rather non-devotion thought, is dislike. So then you see that so also Grace Master says that even you created 5 unended karma, killed Arhat, killed disliked parents, harmed, caused blood, Buddha, disunity among disunity among sanghas, so you can achieve enlightenment in this life. But if you make the mistake in devoting towards friends, then say then cannot achieve enlightenment in this life. And so there's a huge difference between, even though that other one is so heavy in karma, but no comparison to this, this heresy, anger, they're giving up after Dharma connection, giving up the guru, and criticizing all this. So you see, then see, then I mentioned the quotation, the 2 quotations. Padampa Sangye, the great yogi that happened during Milarepa's time. That say. I forgot now. The one who manifested into flower was Milarepa or the Padampa Sangye, remember? Huh? Padampa Sangye. So Padampa Sangye, Milarepa is coming down. They were meeting somewhere. Milarepa, Padampa Sangye is coming from India to Tibet, you see. The Milarepa is coming from Tibet, and somewhere, and I think it's in Tibet. But so the Padampa Sangye knew Milarepa was coming, so to check whether Milarepa can recognize the Padampa Sangye in the road manifesting into flower. To check whether Milarepa can recognize not. And so so then they say, then there's some talk. I've forgotten now. I've forgotten the story. Then, of course, Milarepa can recognize, So there's some conversation, but I've forgotten. So I think maybe you can remember. So Padampa Sangye, told that where Padampa Sangye lived in Tibet, Tingri, that part, the area Tingri, and then then there's Padampa Sangye gave advice, teachings, to the Tingri people, the Tibetan, the Tingri people who live in Tingri, you see. So Sangye lejang, lama pakparasum, mundu chidri chungu, tingriwa, tingriwa, do say, treat, hold, or treat Guru more special than Buddha. Then the then the realization will happen in this life. Means the enlightenment will happen in this life. So means any practitioner who does that with everyday life, who has that realization, that kind of recognition. So that's the most lucky person, most fortunate person, because he can achieve enlightenment in that life. See, all the realization, can have bodhicitta realization, all those things. Because, of course, with that, then you collect most extensive merit all the time. So the person would be continuously abiding in the advice of the Guru all the time. You see, every single advice, you see, that would be regarded as the most important thing, most precious thing in the life than anything else in the world, see, in the life. So, then, not to mention there, the Drubkangpa Jari, this Kaju Lama, he said also, as long as I say, there's even, say, I remember now, if one keeps separate, if one have recognition, you see, Guru and Buddha separate, everyone has a recognition, they do, you see, separation, the Guru and Buddha, then when the realization will never happen. So similar advice. So therefore, how say? And similar, Buddha mentioned also along those quotations that story that when the Lama, when he began meditating on lamrim, I catching Gelton or Je Drubkangpa, I'm not sure, one of the Lama, when the Lama began to meditate on lamrim, with all the gurus, you have much faith and devotion, but there's one guru that he find it very difficult to say, no devotion, no faith, and so one who is disrobed and one who's how he saw the one who taught him alphabet, the very beginning, I think, the Tibetan alphabet. One who became, the beginning stage, who is Dharma. So disrobed, and the way how he used to see that teacher very selfish, very bad-tempered, very cruel like that. So he never visualized. So he never visualized that in the marriage field when he was mentoring lamrim for past quite a number of years. So he never achieved any realization. He tried very hard for many years. Nothing happened. So then he consulted with his guru, and the guru said, "You go back and check any gurus left out when you visualize when you do the medical visualization." Here, I want to correct one thing. Many people use, guru tree. That's totally wrong. A guru tree, that's a wrong translation. It's not sok shing. If it is a shing, it's wood, but it's not shing. Sok shing. Shing is a married field. Shing like shingda. Shingda is a field, where we grow crops. Shing. So that's similar. Here, that's the shing of our food, where you get a food crop, plant and get a food crop. But here, shing. Here, shing. So you secondly, you prostrate, you make offering, see. Then, then you collect merit. You collect merit and see what you get. You collect merit, and what you get from them is happiness, future lives, and liberation from samsara, full enlightenment. All the realizations from good works up to enlightenment. So all this you get from them. So I say by collecting merit, you see, by doing these things with the relationship with these holy objects, you collect merit, from merit, and you get all this result up to enlightenment, then you're able to enlighten numberless sentient beings. So, merit field. So, because I think it has like sok shing, because you can, what you see with the eyes, trees, although they do lay lamas, so they do the guru seated on the tree, see. So, guru tree, but it's not sok shing, it's a sok shing. So merit field. The meaning, the merit field has great meaning, has very deep meaning. When you hear merit field, it's something that gives an idea, it gives you awareness that something most precious in your life, most precious in your life, that you collect, that you can, with whom you can collect merit 24 hours, with whom you can collect, cause of enlightenment 24 hours, with whom you can collect, with whom you can create cause of enlightenment for 24 hours, with whom you can create cause of liberation for 24 hours, with whom you can create cause of happiness, all the kind of happiness, all the kind of future life 24 hours, see, all the time, So, you see, if from one side, if one doesn't do, but doesn't, put effort to, virtuous action, see, it's like merit within. From one side, one does do, but there's no blockage, there's no limitation from the side of the merit field. See, always same amount of merit, or result that you can cause, whatever you do, say offering, procession, whatever, or so forth, all this, whatever you do with him, and that you always, every time, immediately, you create a cause of enlightenment. Even your motivation is not bodhicitta, not renunciation, not right view, not even, even your motivation is total non-virtue, only attachment seeking for happiness in this life, total non-virtue. But within your actions, some virtue, but the power. So yes, the mischief karma. So your motivation is non-virtue, but your action is a good karma. So that so say so Tsokshing is something, with whom you make most profit in life. You see, greatest profit, happiness, all the happiness. So Tsokshing, by collecting married with him. See, by doing this, virtual action, say, then you collect marriage. So that, yeah, so that is something to correct the labels. I may have translated the same thing at the beginning, without understanding. When I didn't understand, this is the correct word. The Tibetan says Tsokshing. So that Guru tree is so that labeled by seeing the picture or the drawing, Guru sit on tree, say. But that's not the translation of Tsokshing. Tsok is a marriage. Tsok is a marriage. So Sunan Tsok is Tsok. The marriage of virtue, marriage of wisdom. See. So there are two kinds of Tsok. You see. So I think here again you translate Tsok sounds like collection, but I think it's not. Because Tsok Sakpa. Then when you translate Tsok Sakpa, then you collect the collection. Then it would be like translating you collect the collection. But Tsok marriage, Sakpa then collect. So marriage, it might sound a collection of virtue and collection of wisdom, but I think it's exactly here. Marriage of virtue, marriage of wisdom. Tsok Sakpa. Anyway, so so this Lama, so never never had realization of all those years. Then consulted the Guru. Then Guru said, advise you go back and make sure nobody slept out in the marriage. Then he went back and checked. Then he discovered that this first Lama, who began with the very beginning Dharma, teaching Tibetan alphabet, whatever he taught, so because he saw that, disturbing, very cruel, and very selfish, very bad tempered, all that. So he never liked. Then he left out. So even though he had devotion to all other guru, so you see here, never had realization for all those years. Nothing happened. No change. Nothing happened. You see. So that one had to be understood. Always to remember. So. Sometimes if one doesn't know, completely understand the devotion teaching practice, then this is very easy to happen. One live out, that you don't, that one doesn't like, live out. Then other ones you don't find much problem. Then you devoting, you see, like that. Those ones you like, devote. Those you don't like, live it out. So this is very, very easy to happen that, or somebody, the guru who fits to your, according to one's own attachment or self-cherishing thought, then devote. Then who is against your self-realization thought, who is against your attachment, then you don't like, then you give it up, or you don't like, you see. So there's also like that. And there's also like this. Depending how strong your self-realization thought, depending how strong your attachment, depending on that. So then, no matter that guru is no matter most well-known in the world, is the most qualified one in the world, you will still give up. Because your attachment, self-realization to the object is very strong, so then you don't lose that. So then you would give up, you would get angry hatred, even to the guru, who is the, known as Buddha in the world, see. So, like this happens. So depending on how strong self-realization attachment one has, so depending on that, So then like that is it. So then one fall into those, you see. So that's where the problem comes, the confusion, the the difficulty to the guru, that comes like that. Even here, so therefore, now these are the reasons, okay? These are the reasons. So now here the Guru Yoga, now here the case of secret Guru General Guru Yoga, here secret Guru Yoga, so that's you see. So easy to understand Tsongkhapa is you see easy to understand Manjushri is essence of all the Buddha's wisdom, understanding and changes comparison of all the Buddhas, all Buddha, but upon his essence of all the Buddha's power. That is easy to have faith. And the Tsongkhapa is also embodiment of the easy to, and but from the story is also proving, you see. So now, now you don't see you don't see one doesn't see the Guru. Also the Guru is like that. You see, one doesn't see it. So that's totally ordinary, totally nothing to do with him. Ordinary. See. So now so with this, then you can't with this ordinary thought can't achieve enlightenment. It can't achieve realizations. So if the mind is kept ordinary like this, impure like that all the time, in that, see, like that, undeveloped, see, or kept ordinary, defiled, the thought mistakes the guru, you see. So you have Buddha nature, but it's also covered with this garbage, what they say, mistaking thoughts, like the one that's mentioned, the 9 things that were mentioned, Yu Lama, that were the covered by mud or the golden statue covered mud or something, the example, the dirty things, So, however, that, so in the lamrim Chemo explained that, just even rising thought that the Guru is ordinary, even just rising thought that the Guru is ordinary, that becomes that becomes cause to degenerate to one's own experience realization. So it is obstacle to develop mind path. As I mentioned that. So one has to understand those points. The Lama Tsongkhapa might pinpoint. And then the Papanga teaching goes the extensive the teaching of Guru devotion. There, as I mentioned, in short, it said in short. if you wish to achieve enlightenment in this brief lifetime or ordinary time, then one put all the effort to stop the thought of mistakes towards the Guru. As if you want to put all the effort, all the effort, rising to stop rising thought of mistakes to the Guru, and train the mind in devotion, sing it to Buddha. So that's essential advice. Then after that it says, according to Rinpoche, even the Guru has great qualities. But if you look at, if you look at side of even small mistakes, then there's one teaching says, even it's great qualities, but you see from the side of small mistakes, if you think of one of that, then it becomes a total blank. It obscures to see all the great qualities. Then if you even so similarly, now even it is a great mistakes, but a small side of quality, small qualities. If you look at that, then you see only quality. See, it's so that is used for you to yourself. It's talking about how the mind can be transformed. You see, in the Guru devotion, I think. Seeing Buddha, seeing pure, only pure, no mistakes. So, it's a question of which way you turn your mind. So if you, for example, if you are to yourself, if you look at the side of your good quality, then you don't see your mistakes, you see only good. You're completely good, pure good, see, something like that. Then if you look at the mistake side, then you don't see the quality. You see, if you look at the mistake side, then you look only think of that. Then you see only you see totally black like that. See, so here talking about how possibility that our mind can be transformed into devotion, seeing purity on the Buddha. So, then there the quotation what I was going to say before was this. So even the Guru has great qualities, but if you look at small mistakes, then it becomes cause of obstacle to achieve realization for oneself. Then, if you even the Guru has even the teacher, the Guru has great mistakes, but if you look at the small quality, if you think that, then it becomes cause to achieve realization with oneself. So that's a very important instruction. Very important instruction. Because here to say, I mean, somehow that topic can happen at this point. But it's worth it to repeat again. So anyway, do we have any times to remind, say, what was I going to say? So here, the main objective of Guru devotion, why we practice Guru devotion, looking at Buddha, seeing Buddha, why we train mind in that. So because you don't lose, you are a prophet. The prophet is then to free the numberless sentient beings, heaven, hungers, animals, asura, human beings, each of them, from whom you receive all your past, present, future, for whom one receive all one's numberless past, present, future happiness, realization, all the collection of goodness, all the good things, all the desirable things came from them. I say by their kindness. Yeah, and all the sufferings, all the problems came from the I. So, so therefore, the I is something to forever to let go, and the others are object to be cherished forever, like as often as one says. The teachings. So therefore now you have a responsibility to free the numberless sentient beings from the to free the numberless helpings. Say hunger, sura, so each real numberless from all the suffering causes and bring to enlightenment. One has full responsibility. With full responsibility. So these are the reasons. These are the reasons. Or practical why practical relationship. Then then there's not a means except first one to achieve enlightenment. The cessation of all the mistakes of mind and the completion of all the realizations. For success that one need to achieve enlightenment. For the addend. For that, we need to achieve all the realization of whole path, and so that then that need guru, that need guru to teach, this new, and never had this experience. We never went in this path to enlightenment in the past. So this is the first time. This is the very first time. We never had that experience. So then we need guru to show this, practice religion. And we can use similar reasons, similar cases, like school teacher, university. Those who are very obedient students, who do whatever the teacher asks to do, not being lazy, and learn with put effort to learn, do what the teacher says, everything disciplines, learning. Then that students will pass, will have successful examination, will get degree. So it's exactly the same, who obey, those who don't obey, lazy, don't learn, then if you want to have success, examination, degree, can't get degree, can't get job. That's how general what's the process. So similar, so here, then if you don't abide, so if you don't know, to succeed this, one has to devote to guru, one has to obey what guru advises, they teaches. So one has to abide, but then by abiding, following the instruction, then can achieve realization. Otherwise, not. So it's the same. It's the same thing. Then, so the seeing Buddha, so mind, train the mind, looking at the Buddha, seeing Buddha. So that devotion, more one able to look at that devotion, especially how one has realization, and without slightest question in your heart, told as Buddha, not slightest question. So very still with faith. Whatever appearance, the mistake has a positive or the mistake appearance, seeing, having appearance, having appearance mistakes in the action, appearance, having delusion, having suffering, whatever. But you see, you have good devotion realization. Nothing disturbs. Always, always seeing Buddha. Continuously seeing Buddha. So, whatever appearance, it doesn't bother to your mind. It doesn't affect the mind. It doesn't affect the devotion. They seeing it Buddha. See, so it doesn't affect at all. So this is just so it appears an act. It appears an act. It is appearance. So how does it relate to this appearance of mistake that we have? The relate is a projection of my own impure mind, mistaken mind. See that, and the other way, there's a the other way. I said the other way, thinking this, the Buddha say that's it, nothing different. All sorts of manifestations, all sorts of acts for sentient beings. All sorts of manifestations, all sorts of acts. So for the benefit of sentient being, appears all kinds of form, all kinds of acts. For the benefit of sentient beings. So this must have definitely this must have some meaning. So this is like that's. Like I think it's essential next door. Some teachings also mention like that. The one way to think. The second issue that's second. Then third. First one's appearance of my own mistaken mind. That's you see. Then next one. This. So think of Buddha's, or what Buddha does, how Buddha guides sentient being, manifests various forms, all kinds of forms, animal, spirit, or any, all those ordinary forms, butcher, prostitute, in any form. When there's a benefit to sentient being, certain sentient being, any form, and any other. So there must have been reason for that. It's a positive, the purpose to benefit. The third is what I normally mention, the very important essential meditation is that this subject might come later, but since I came to this point, since my mind is so obscure that can't see even my own do not understand, do not realize even my own aggregates. You see all these mental factors. You don't understand even your own mind. You don't understand it. You see. So we have to. So by the Buddha's teaching, we have to learn our mind. So can recognize. So anyway, even the very gross things, disease, whatever, we have to rely on doctors, X-rays, so many checkings, machines. We have to rely on machines. Can't see. you don't see, don't understand. So I have to learn so many people. Then sometimes makes also even with the missions with the people make many mistakes. While you don't have cancer, they say cancer. You know, you go to check another doctor, so they say no, you have no cancer. So anyway, you see, and cannot see at all. You know, let's see, that. From this, besides, say, unable to predict tomorrow what's going to happen. You know, to tomorrow. Tomorrow, what's going to happen here? You know, all the sessions. Tomorrow, what's going to happen? Can't tell. You see, no idea at all. So even now, I can't tell when they will stop. After how many minutes, after how many hours will stop, can't tell. So, including myself, you see. So you see, so that you can see now how the mind is so obscured. You know, so obscured. Even very gross things cannot see. Anyway, say, beyond from this minute, say, this present minute, you know, beyond from this minute, second, cannot see. Totally, completely dark in the mind. Completely dark in mind. So you see, I'm just giving just a little idea of how, you know, obscured the mind is. Unbelievable. See? So therefore, say, so I don't have pure mind to see Guru with more qualities than this. See? More pure, more qualities, more pure. You see? Leave aside Buddha, leave aside seeing Buddha, but even more qualities, more pure than this, cannot see. I don't come out to see. So, so Buddha said to see. So the Buddha say, first we should understand Buddha, Guru, is just different. Should remember all the time. Should remember all the time, and during Guru worship meditation, and all the time. Guru means Buddha. Buddha means Guru. Just should think in our heart It's just a different name. Same person. One one person. Different name. That when the one person act in theater, the person dressed up as king comes out, then called king. When the person comes out dressed as a army, general, see, then give name general, see, labels. Then person what? See. Anyway, so whatever the text say, is one person, but different customs, different form. Then you see, then there's different label, so that it's all one person. So like that. So, is a different name, like one person called so name say one person called Piero, and one person called Tupten what? Tupten something like that. Tupten, one that's the same person. I don't mean different people. The person called Piero, or one then is the next Tupten or something, or then that per se. Yeah, and then that one person is a many different name. So that. Anyway. So very important, even just from the name. So I think it's not talking two separate beings, two separate beings, two different, two. So it's, having seized all the having seized all the mistakes of mind, complete all the qualities. See, so enlightened being, and then it's called Guru. It's called Buddha. Different name like that. So however, name given to one being like that. There is no separation between that. Whom it the label whom it receives, there's no separation. So Guru Yoga is to realize that. So one. So so here what I'm going to say, the third one. So better more quality, leave aside Buddha, more quality, more pure, the karma to see. So, therefore, you see, Guru Buddha, see, by showing, you see, by showing more quality, more pure than this, because I no karma to see. So therefore, I get the karma to see, cannot communicate, cannot receive guidance because I cannot see, cannot receive guidance, teachings, so forth. So, in order to guide me to enlightenment, to liberation, to enlightenment, I see, to give the vows, refuge, the Padampa Sangye, the sutra, all transmission commentary, the Tingri, alphabet to learn Dharma, then for Dharma, to learn Dharma, then giving initiation, commentary, the instruction, tantra. So, and say, these things, and say, saying, say, praise or saying nice words or scolding. So whatever it fits, material gift, whatever. So need to say, need to do these things to bring me to enlightenment. So therefore, to guide me directly. So have to manifest, no choice, have to manifest ordinary aspect, meaning having delusion, having mistakes, and action, having suffering, having mistakes and action, having suffering. So that fits exactly according to my karma, impure karma, which is impure. You see, impure karma. Impure karma. Impure mind. So here comes the quotation. I think it's Java and Saba, I think. The one that I often say, Lengen Dibyo Didang Motor Ring. Sangye Malu Musum Dunchayang. Sembe Kimbe Kucho Tongalme. So the things is until I am free from the Lengi Dibyo, the evil karma, obscuration, until I am free from the evil karmic obscuration, until I'm free from that, even all the Buddhas comes in front of me, I have no other way to see. 근데 나와 땡이 마도바 선배 준비 고쳐 통하면 I have no other way to see them. To see symbolisms adorned with the 32 holy signs and the 80 holy exemplifications. I have no fortune except the present appearance, having delusion, having mistaken action, having suffering. So this Java and Savasisi, the instruction. So, so therefore, you see, by showing the ordinary form have mistake, having, you see, delusion, suffering, mistaken action. So, only with the ordinary form, only by showing ordinary form, having mistake, only then can guide me to enlightenment. Only then can guide me, can directly guide me, all those which I mentioned before, all those activities. Then, only then can guide me directly, bring to enlightenment. Liberated from samsara, bring to enlightenment. So therefore, this ordinary aspect, showing mistakes, suffering, this is unbelievable precious for me. The most precious, most important, most precious in my life. See. So then here you see then you see the kindness. It's unexpressible kindness, showing the ordinary aspect. So now here I want to say, every second, showing this ordinary kindness, guiding me. In order to guide me, I have to show ordinary aspect. Having suffering, having delusion, having mistake. So every second, showing me in an ordinary aspect. You see, every second, that kindness, for each kindness, for each second, it's showing me ordinary aspect. Kindness to repair. You see, even for each second, it's showing the ordinary aspect. Just showing the ordinary aspect. In each second, each second is for that. Even I offer, you see, sky filled with rich crown and jewels, sky filled with not only gold, diamond, billion dollars, but filled with crown and jewel. Even I offer for eons, even I offer for 1 eon. You see, it's not enough. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. The kindness shown aspect. Both, yeah. Because without that, can't guide me directly. Can't do all these activities to direct me, see. Can't guide me to liberation, to enlightenment. So you see, every second, showing this most unbearable kindness, unexpressible. Just shown this without talking all those other guidance, without talking that. So, first, very good. This subject might come later also, but anyways, I think since we're talking here, Guru Yoga, but you see, one has to understand the very essential point, not just this visualization, this, the thing, but the very point, the essence, the very point, you have to understand it. So, so how precious, so then it's very good to see how precious is, how precious this, one mala like that, or whatever number, 21 like this. So to realize, but then after that, how kind is, then after that, then how kind it is, you see, guiding me to, by this, guiding me to see, first of all, immediate thing, happiness in the future lives, Guru brother, to practice Dharma, to continue the path. Then liberation to enlightenment. So, guiding me. Kind is kind, with all this, you see, methods guiding me to enlightenment. So to how kind is the virtuous friend to say kind. So as many as possible, to rise devotion to Kuba, Kuba is not just respect. It's more than that. Kuba is not just respect. It's more than that. Maybe Chamba, Kuba, how is it translated? Kuba. Ta. What's that? Huh? To revere. To reveal.
Revere, to hold very holy, to hold very high.
Oh, I see. What do you say?
To hold very, he said the word is reverence, but the verb is to revere.
Revere. No, revere means to hold high.
To hold, like you look towards an adjective.
Oh, that's to hold high, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. So, I don't know, a good habit. I thought I have a class, but I didn't class. Was I got used to hold it, see? So I thought class, what's it? So anyway, let's say, so we should do actual meditation like that, So there's a third one. You see, so this way, this way, see, this subject will come later also other times, but say, with the first one, you see, it's a projection of view of my own mistaken mind, impure mind. The impure karma. So that doesn't, that one doesn't seem appearance of mistake. You see, the gurus they say, appearance the mistaken gurus action having delusion, having suffering, it doesn't disturb your devotion. Therefore, with the first one, say, cannot interfere, so that it doesn't disturb. not at all. Then let's say the second one, it might have a purpose, meaning, meaning, benefit to sentient being. So that gives some devotion. Let's see, seeing mistake, having appearance of mistake, but actually thinking the second way, it gives devotion. Because Buddha manifests various forms and does various activities. When you see that exactly this is, this is exactly what fits the mind and benefit that sentient being. So, but special purpose, you see, meaning. So it gives devotion. Then third one, and then you see, here third one here, see, appearing having a mistake to you. You see, appearing having a mistake. You see, the Guru here. Then you here become very powerful. This way of thinking, this way of thinking, mentoring Guru, the good person. Then the third one, where I explained. Then you see, become say. Not only that it does not interfere the good devotion, but to develop, to inspire the devotion. You see, having appearance mistake in the Guru, see, that you have appearance, having mistake Guru, you see, in the Guru. So it become very, with the second way of maintaining good devotion, see, then become, not only that it doesn't interfere the devotion, but it, makes so powerful tries to develop the devotion. To develop devotion. And the Kuba, what is it? Reverence. And you see kindness, unbelievable kindness, unexpressible kindness. So the devotion, the respect, the Kuba, reverence, something you can't, something unsurpassable, suppress answer, yeah. Answer, huh? Unsurpassable, yes. Unsurpassable. Like unbelievable compassion rises certain being. Yeah? Also, what is it? Unsurpassable is something very uncontrollable is compassion. So now here, devotion. Let's see that. So mention that. So here, during fixed meditation, this you see. After understand then during fixed meditation, keep in mind this as possible. So so the Lama Tsongkhapa were their special tradition, two special techniques, even if the Gyön Tongwa Tepe Trosjua. So the so having say appearing, you see, the mistakes in the group. So the two techniques say become using it cause to develop devotion. So that so I think these last two, like that. So the conclusion, see. So they will say, as I mentioned, is to understand faith to Mandushi Genesis and understand the essence of all Buddha's power, essence of Buddha's compassion, wisdom, then from Tsongkhapa. With all this story that proves is it. Then the Mandushi Genesis, see this then see it makes to see the essence of all Buddha's compassion, Buddha's powers, and Buddha's the omniscient. So the understanding. So that you see. So now we here say say Lama Tsongkhapa. So in that say by looking at that oneness. So then the conclusion is that the real guru is Mandushi Genesis, but all that. That's Tsongkhapa, and that's the Mandushi. But that's Tsongkhapa, so that's the Mandushi Genesis, but that is all the Buddha says the compassion, omniscient, understanding, the power. So that is the realization what we're looking for by doing this practice. You see, because Tsongkhapa is easy to understand, but the stories all that. So that is the see. For example, see. That. I think it's Tabu Johnson. I think Satya Tabu Johnson. And maybe not sure. So Satya Pandit, teacher, guru, Tabu Johnson. Do you remember the story? Tabu Johnson? Huh? Yeah, Tabu Johnson. Guru's name. Huh? Yeah. I think Tabu Johnson. Yeah, Tabu Johnson, I think so. Guru's name is Tabu Johnson. So, teacher, such a pandit, so Tabu Johnson, very, say, very, very, very sick. Then such a pandit without sleep, in the day and night, looked up his guru Tabajan, to clean the kaka pipis and the kaka pipi, clean the kaka pipis and the the over service day and night, giving up sleep, over service, bear hardships and complete offer service, give his life into offer service and correctly devoted towards friend. Then Sabat Tapajalson gave Lamananjo Guru Yoga. So Guru Yoga means him, so the Guru and Mandushiri, so like this, to look at one, then do offerings and, requests and so forth. Then Sakatapajans are very pleased, very happy, very pleased with how his disciple such a dedicated his life for service. Be all that giving up sleep and all that, day and night. I then gave Guru Yoga, Mandushiri Guru Yoga. I then he practiced, then he saw, such Pandit saw his Guru Tapajansan, actual Mandushiri. He saw, he realized, he saw, he actually said, directly he actually saw, Mandushri, his guru. And then achieves, then so much realization becomes so learned, even the Sanskrit, they say that, becomes so famous in China and Tibet and those in the world that so learned and able to recite in Sanskrit, what even the 8,000, the stanza scripture in Sanskrit. Have unbelievable learned, highly and unbelievable learned become in his life. Benefited so much sentient beings and teaching, but that's for the so like that. That's an example. He has the Guru Yoga realization. Then what happened as a result in his life? It the scales of qualities he's able to achieve and benefit of something teaching, but that so that then the last one. So conclusion of what I was saying is this is not leave the guru somewhere else in the ordinary. Then just Drubkangpa, trying to see Buddha, just that. Then that doesn't become it doesn't become Guru Yoga. You have the lamrim let over?
Yes,
so what you do is you do the straight without the extra, without the
okay.
The beginning one you can do, but the rest can go straight.
Okay. I still have to go a little bit slow because the other languages.
Huh?
I still have to go a little bit slow because of the other languages. Page 77. Through the power of having made offerings and respectful requests to you, holy and perfect pure gurus, supreme field of merit, I seek your blessings, saviors, and root of well-being and bliss, that I may come under your joyful care. Page 81. Okay. Page 78. Practicing Guru devotion with the 9 attitudes. I'm requesting the kind Lord Rup Guru, who is more extraordinary than all the Buddhas. Please bless me to be able to devote myself to qualified Lord Guru with great respect in all my future lifetimes. By realizing correctly devoting myself to the kind Lord Guru, his foundation of all good qualities, is the root of happiness and goodness, I should devote myself to him with great respect, nor forsaking him even at the cost of my life. Thinking of the importance of qualified Guru, may I allow myself to enter under his control. May I be like an obedient son, acting exactly in accordance with the Guru's advice. Even when Mara's evil friends and the like try to split me from the Guru, may I be like a Vajra inseparable forever. When the Guru gives me work, whatever the burden, may I be like the earth carrying all. When I devote myself to the Guru, whatever suffering occurs, may I be like a mountain, immovable. Even if I have to perform all the unpleasant tasks, may I be like a servant to the king, the mind undisturbed. May I abandon pride, running myself lower than the Guru. May I be like a sweeper. May I be like a rope, joyfully holding the Guru's work, no matter how difficult or heavy a burden. Even when the Guru criticizes, provokes, or ignores me, may I be like a dog without anger, never responding with anger. May I be like a ferry boat, never upset at any time to come and go for the Guru. O glorious and precious true Guru, please bless me to be able to practice in this way, from now on in all my future lifetimes. May I be able to devote myself to the Guru in this way. Page 81. Realizing how this body of liberties and endowments is found but once, difficult to attain, easily lost, I seek of blessings, partake of its essence, make it worthwhile, not be distracted by the meaningless affairs of this life. Gods, the searing blaze of suffering in the lower realms, take heartfelt refuge in 3 precious gems, and seek of blessings that I may eagerly endeavor to practice of various means, abandoning what is bound to misfortune and accumulating virtuous deeds. Violently tossed to its ways, delusion and karma, plagued by hordes of worldly denizens of 3 kinds of suffering, I seek of blessings to develop intense longing to be free in this monstrous ocean of boundless and vicious existence. Having abandoned the mind that views the unbearable prison of psychic existence as a pleasure grove, I seek of blessings partake of the treasure of Ari's jewels by practicing the 3 higher trainings, and thereby to uphold liberation's banner. On page 83. Having considered how all these pitiful beings be my mothers, and have raised me in kindness again and again, I seek a blessing to develop on effective compassion, as that of a loving mother for her precious child. There is no difference between myself and others. None of us wishes even the slightest of sufferings, or is ever content with the happiness we have. Realizing this, I seek of blessings that I may enhance the bliss and joy of others. This chronic disease of cherishing myself, cause giving rise to my unsought suffering. Receiving this, I seek of blessings to blame, begrudge, and destroy the monstrous demon of selfishness. The mind that cherishes all other beings must secure them in bliss, is a gateway leading to infinite virtue. Seeing this, I seek of blessings to cherish these beings more than my life, even should they rise up as my enemies. In brief, infantile beings labor only for their own ends, while Buddhas work solely for the welfare of others. With a mind understand distinctions between the failings of one, the advantage of the other. I seek of blessings to enable me to equalize and exchange myself with others. since cherishing myself is doorway to all torment, while cherishing my mother's foundation of all that is good. I seek of blessings to make my core practice the yoke of exchanging self for others. Page 89. And thus, perfect, pure, compassionate gurus, I seek of blessings all karmic deaths, obstacles, and sufferings of other beings, that without exception ripen upon me right now, that I may give my happiness and virtue to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss. And thus, perfect, pure, compassionate gurus, I seek of blessed all karmic debts, obstacles, and sufferings of other beings, that without exception ripen upon me right now, that I may give my happiness and virtue to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss. And thus, perfect, pure, compassionate gurus, I seek of blessings all karmic debts, obstacles, and sufferings of other beings, that without exception ripen upon me right now, that I may give my happiness and virtue to others, and thereby invest all beings in bliss. Should even my environment and the beings therein be filled with the fruits of their negative actions, and unwished-for sufferings pour down on me like rain, I seek of blessings to take these miserable conditions of power, a scene was caused to result of my negative karma. In short, no matter what appearances arise, be they good or bad, I seek of blessings to transform them to a path of enhancing the two bodhicittas, to the practice of the five forces contestants the entire Dharma, and thus to enjoy solely a blissful mind. Whatever I occasion to meet, I seek of blessings that I may adapt it to my meditation, by skillful means of four applications. May I render this life with liberties and endowments infinitely meaningful, by practicing the advice and commitments of thought or training. Page 91. In order to rescue all beings from the vast seas of existence, I seek of blessings become adept in bodhicitta through a pure selfless wish, as well as by love and compassion, joined with the visual technique of mounting, giving, and taking upon the breath. I seek of blessings that I may eagerly endeavor, put into practice the three Mahayana moral codes, to restrain my mind stream with pure bodhisattva vows, single path journey by all victorious ones of 3 times. I seek of blessings complete the perfection of generosity, through the guideline teaching of enhancing the mind that gives without attachment, namely transforming my body, wealth, and collection of virtues over 3 times, into the objects desired by each and every sentient being. I seek of blessings complete perfection of moral discipline, working for the sake of sentient beings, enacting virtuous deeds, and not transgressing the bounds of pratimoksha, bodhicitta, and tantric vows, even at the cost of my life. Should even the myriad beings of 3 realms, without exception, become angry at me, humiliate, criticize, threaten, or even kill me, I seek of blessings complete perfection of patience, not to be distraught, to work for their benefit in response to their harm. We're on page 93. Even if I must remain for an ocean of aeons in the fiery hells of Vichy, for the sake of even just one sentient being, I seek of blessings complete perfection of joyous effort, strive with compassion for supreme enlightenment to not be discouraged. Having abandoned the faults of dullness, agitation, and mental wandering, I seek of blessings complete perfection of meditative concentration, put a samadhi single-pointed placement upon the nature of reality, which that all things are void to existence. I seek of blessings complete perfection of wisdom, to a space-like yoga of single-minded placement upon ultimate truth, enjoying tranquility and great bliss induced by discriminating wisdom analyzing suchness. I seek of blessings of effect, samadhi, and illusion, by realizing how all outer and inner phenomena that true existence but still appear, like a mirage, dream, or the moon's image on a still lake. Samsara and nirvana, like even an atom of true existence, or cause, effect, and dependent arising are infallible. I seek a blessing to discern the import and language in his thought. These two are complementary and not contradictory. We're on page 95. And thereupon I seek a blessing that I may cross the ocean of Tantra, to the kindness of my navigator Vajradhara, by holding my vows and words of honor, roots of all powerful attainments, more dear than my life. I seek her blessings to cleanse all stains of ordinary appearance and grasping, to the first stage yoga of transforming birth, death, and body into 3 bodies of Buddha, so whatever appears may arise as deity. I seek your blessings to actualize in the sight the path of unity of clear light in the illusory body. The rise from tasting your feet, my Savior, in the 8 petals of my heart, the very center of my central channel. Should I not have completed the point of the path at time of death, I seek your blessings that I may be led to a pure land, either through the instructions applying the 5 forces, by the forceful means to enlightenment, Guru's transference of mind. In short, I seek your blessings, my Savior, to be cared for by you, from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, knowing every secret of your body, speech, and mind. We're on page 97. Savior, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. And we're on page 99, Maitreya Mantra.
Namara Nadaya
Namabakalatu Silamunaya, Lotakataya, Ahatel,
Samanya Badaya
Sayatu, Ajitu.
Avara Vede Adedandaya Ara
Awalabut. Paraka.
Masamaya Sidimbara Marama Bodhimenda Bezamara Mara Ema Gama Sama Bodhima Ambode Soa Mamaya Om Mani Maraso Namara Nadaya Namam Bhagavate Sedamunai Daya Amahade Tamanya Samamode Ayata Oma Anjide Anjide Avar Anjide Adetende Hara Hara Metere Avalugete Akara Mahasamaya Sidimbara Barama Andabesa Mara Mara Emagama Samaya Bode Bode Ma Bode Yeso Maya Ma Maya Sova Muni Mara Namara Nadaya Namam Bhagavate Sejamunaya Tatagata Arahate Samanya Asama Buddhaya Dayata Oma Anjite Avaranjite Ajitense Hara Hara Me Tere Avalugete Karakara Ma Asamaya Asitim Baramba Mambodimenda Vesamara Mara Yamakama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Mambodhi So Oma Moyam Mamoyesa Om Muni Maraso Oi Damara Nadaya Namam Bhagavate Sejamunaya Tatangata Arahate Samanya Asampune Tayata Oma Anjite Ajitendaya Hara Hara Me Edere Avalagete Naragarama Samaya Sitim Barama Ambode Merabe Samarama Emagama Samaya Ambode Bode Ma Ambode So Maria Mujuma Maria Sowa Om Munimane Marasowa Namara Nambaya Namabhagavate Sijamune Adandadaya Arahade Kunya Samambodaya Dayata Oma Antete Ante Avarantete Ajetantaya Hara Haramede Havale Karakarama Samaya Siddhim Barama Bodhemeda Besamarama Emagama Samaya Bodhi Bodhi Ma Bodhi So Omama Yimayama Amoye So Omaneman Emaras Namorana Daya Namam Bhagavate Sejamuna Dadagade Arahate Samanya Soyede Tayata Oma Anjede Avaranjite Ajitantaya Alame Hetere Avalade Karakarama Samaya Siddhim Barama Bodhimenda Vesamara Mara Emakavasam Bade Bade Ma Bodhi Heso Omamayamuyi Om Heso
Namarana Chaya Asama Bhagavate
Shajaman Kadabagada Ade Damanyansa Tayada Oma Anjite Anjite Avanante de Ajetan Yaktik Hara me tere over te agara darama asamaya azede barama ambode mede mara maraya magama samaya ambode bodima ambode yeso omoye moye ma moye so
Mane mane maraso. Page 101. All the 3 times merits accumulated by myself, all 3-time Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all sentient beings. I dedicate as causes enabling us to uphold the holy Dharma of scriptures and insights, and to fulfill without exception the prayers and deeds of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas the 3 times. Due to all 3-time merits accumulated by myself, all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all sentient beings, may I myself, all the members of my family, all the students and benefactors, and all the rest of this organization, and all sentient beings, never be parted in all our lives from Mahayana's 4 spheres, and may we reach the end of our journey along the paths of renunciation, bodhicitta, pure view, and the 2 stages.
Pandian Zavia Lama Rinpoche, Dayan Ningara Bema de Jonaka de Jimbo Gone Jason the Kuzon do Jimande. Pandian Zavia Lama Rinpoche, Dayan Ningara Bema de Jonaka de Jimbo Gone Jason. Jodan Tumong, the Zandoza Pandian Zavia Lama Rinpoche, Dayan Ningara Bema de Jonaka de Jimbo Gone Jason. Changju Nimbe Bado Hot Ember. These other 3 times it is going to balance about us and then oneself, family members, all the student benefactors in this organization is also then also then things may we say be guided by the Lama Tsongkhapa and direct guru in all the visual times and we never be separated away from the path that was had admired by all the Buddhas. Yeah, to never separated away from even for a second from the path that was had admired by all the Buddhas. And then what where there's liberalized or as a I received for 1 second in the shows of the Guru and whatever done to be able to say pure and with the devotion that is the place of the Guru in my heart. That's one of the requests of the Guru in the heart. I read the prayer, then you may request the Guru in the heart, even in your heart. Tsongkhapa, Lama Tsongkhapa. Oh. Particularly as I mentioned before, Rinpoche, puja for Rinpoche prayer, perfect health, sure they stay alive, as well as all the people who passed away whose name is given. So recent time today, we did it for all Sindhima, particularly those people passed away who would take the reciting King of Prayers.
Page 147. In the prayer book 147.
And who get they also including those whose name given to me and those the relatives, families who passed away and some time ago. So recent times, the recent weeks and all those who were dedicated and reciting the prayer for outside written.
and bow down to youthful Aryam and Jishri. You lions, mummy, you watch on the street of the directions to all speech and sense there's many bodies numberless leading amidst a host of bodhisattvas. And I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way. Within Pradojans and rays for you, notions of sound and astrology to sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and to celebrate Moriungon's bliss. Beautiful flowers and sweet music, laughing lights and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heaped high as melt marrow. Or one and vast. The strength and conviction the body's out of the way. I offer every hard action I've done, my body's speech and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and confusion. These are opening. I lift up my and Buddhism moves out in 10 directions. Solitary realizes here is still training and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of the world in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's initiation through stages of awakening. All you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together I earnestly request, you who may actualize paranirvana, please stay with us for eons, numberless atoms of the world, of the happiness and well-being of all wonders in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by paying homage, offering and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all this to full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as the fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath the worthy tree. May as many beings exist in 10 directions be always well and happy. May all subside beings live in accord with thus in the they always battle them following in the in every language humans and of demons hear the voice in every form of being. Now be gentle-minded, cultivating 6 paramitas, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures this awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces. Just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's way, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky, may I ease the suffering in the lower hours, and in the many directions dimensions of the universe, may we guide all wonders of samsara to pure. Be abroad blessing activities of awakening. With body, words, and also mind, we practice together the same as directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled with bodhisattvas, without pause or discouragement for eons to come, and make extensive offerings. Receiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3 times Buddhist space. So I too will practice for an ocean of aeons. Thus I'm continually immersed in speech of Buddhas. Expression that reveals notion of quality. Completely pure eloquence. Communication suited to the very tendencies of being. Standing the infinite enlightened speech. One instant I shall see all those. Personally engaged in stable activity. Such then to the red, of all contaminated actions, crushing the power, disturbing emotions of their mood, diffusing the power of interfering. Now make offerings to notion of Buddhas. Those who make this for aspiration for the body quickly without ignorance. Best dream knowledge, excellent body, family, attributes, and appearance. They will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all 3 worlds will make offerings, going quickly to the noble body tree, and sitting there to benefit sentient beings. Subduing all interfering forces, they will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of Dharma. Have no doubt the complete awakening is a fully ripened result comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting. Its aspiration for his own grandness, in order to train just like the heroes in the Jujutsu, those realities and is, and just like Samantavajra as well. I completely dedicate you as doing this as 8 years. That dedication which is praised is greatest. By all the Buddhas contributed 3 times. I too dedicate all my roots to goodness, for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice. When the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly proceeding Anantava, like though immediately Sulabhaji pure joy, Direct suction, for the benefit of the English of the godly world and born from extremely beautiful relative the Buddha's magnificent mandala. Directly to the Buddha Amitabha. The beings throughout the 10 directions with a billion emanations by the power of wisdom. Through even the small virtue of accumulated by offering this prayer, the Bodhisattva practice, may all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant. Through creating limitless positive potential, by dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's deeds, may all beings drowning in this torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha. Through this king of aspirations which is the greatest and sublime, holding infinite wonders in samsara, through the accomplishment of this scripture dazzling with Samantabhadra's practice, may suffering realms be utterly emptied of all beings. $100 in the group Puja book. Page 102.
Changzhou Central Rinpoche Majewana. Jiawanyanba Meba Yi Kong Le Kong De Pewa Zhi Changzhou Central Rinpoche Majewana. Jiawanyanba Meba Yi Kong Le Kong De Pewa Zhi Changzhou Central Rinpoche Majewana Di. Jiawanyanba Meba Yi Kong Le Kong De Pewa Zhou. That was done with the dedication today. The end of the Kuriwa.
Yeah, what you did.
One?
Yes, done. Page 163.
These were the past special minutes come to time as quite about this. The Karira will go racing independent development. She is somewhat indicated to Shabby City about the Tingri and all that gurus. Bandela, went to a gender.
Badaname, Kikuchitorn.
Bandela, set them by the something of the ditch mode. Dashemara, Tosa in the Sun Yadova. Change Lord, the tea time is quite include about us. That which are truly existent. Today is the other way around. After hearing so much empty, so such Today is the reality. Today is the reality. To do all the powers, specifically medical, material, medical powers, which are truly existent. May I, who is truly existent, achieve enlightenment, which is truly existent. I say truly existent, but you see, the understanding of it is empty. See, so that's the whole point. It's still coming at the same point. I say truly existent, but the understanding of it, you see, that's such thing. Empty. So yeah. It is. And all the says and lead all the sentient beings who are truly existent to that Lama Tsongkhapa's enlightenment, which is truly existent. By myself alone, who's also truly existent, equal from the point of ignorance. Which is not there, which doesn't exist even in name. Spreading all the time, maybe flush in this world. Then by complete exercise of ourselves, of family, all of us, and as well as specific benefiters, and that's how listening everyone in this world. With that delay in a second. May all the state I made may all the fundings be received to all the various projects, the social service, all the centers, as well as the building all various parts of the world, and to support the sanghas. Then material statue, and to be able to complete as quick as possible the projects to fulfill on its wishes. Chejijawu Tsongkawe Chuzon Namba Bewada Keje Tsama Jivada Tunjia Malu Tsangware Sho Tata Shinget Dewe Tsunyin La Tenen Jawa Lozan Tenba Yurin Ben Jobo Chumdin de Jijaba Da Jumbo Yang Taba Zuris Namba Nazi Wuji Jawa La Chazola Zindu Samba 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 Kundu Samba La Changwa Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Omduru Duru Zambage Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Amaduro Duro Zayambage Yeswa Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Omduru Duru Zambage Yeswa Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Amaduro Duro Zambage Yeswa Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Amaduro Duro Zambage Yeswa Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Amaduro Duro Zambage Yeswa Tayada Benze Deva Awa Buddha Niso Amaduro Duro Zambage Yeswa Tayada Benze Bodin so Amduru Zamvias. Jumde Jabanda Jumbayang Dabas of it, and more than Molanda Jibe Javala Chaza. Jim the Jabanda Jumbayang Dabas of it, and more than Molanda Jibe Javala Chazola, Jabanda Jumbayang Dabas of it, and more than Molanda Jibe Javala Chaza Law. Blessings are immanent with the Sabbath and to my special and unbearable dependent arising, may all my pure prayers be succeed immediately. Measure said Javi, Jello, the tending lower, maybe a temper, the Dagel Hassan, the bed, and the Amen and door.
One so Jan Jang Yawe. Sing your mouth under no more. cho sung wele manen pa na sa no jeng na jane sho to so jan shen jang ya we ten zeng yo ma we ngun do no mo ze cho sung wele manen pa na sa no jeng na jane sho to so jan shen jang ya wei ten zing yu ma wei ngun zhen no mo zai cha sang wei le ma nen ro pa da san da jeng ne bishop ne show.
Good night, good morning, Sam.